So thanks a lot, Richard. So as many of you might have already seen, the Lancet Planetary Health was launched at the beginning of the month at CUGH. It will join the Lancet Public Health, the Lancet Global Health, in providing a third pillar in this open access program that will be looking at the interconnection between human health and the determinants of health in our physical world. But what is the creation of a new journal means for the planetary health field? What type of science is the journal going to be seek? I think to explain planetary health in very simple terms, rather than repeat the definitions of Rockefeller Foundation, we need to think of humanity as the driving force behind the environmental degradation that we are witnessing today. The change to the climate, to the water, to the land, are really challenging our life on this planet. And, the implication, as we know, as we're seeing with all research going on, are huge for our health. So the planetary health calls for a multidisciplinary approach. The journal will be tackling the most pressing issues across health in relation to the natural resources systems. So we will be looking at infection diseases. If we think about many infection diseases like Zika virus or HIV or malaria have emerged as a consequence of loss of biodiversity. We will be looking at, of course, climate change, and to achieve the target that was agreed at the Paris Agreement, we need policies. We need new policies in place. We will be looking with the growth population. We will need a radical transformation of our nutrition and food systems, and the cities will need a transformation as well if we want to live in a sustainable way. Of course, it won't be all about climate change, because climate change is causing a threat, is representing a threat for us for reasons that are beyond environmental degradation. They are really weakening, make our global security weaker, and is causing human displacement. And in fact, the journal will be looking at indirect pathways as well, like poverty, conflict, and human displacement. So planetary health calls for a multidisciplinary approach, and the Lancet Planetary Health will give that type of place where this type of research can be published. So we are going to publish research articles, peer-reviewed research articles, commentaries, and correspondence, plus editorials, to make the communications of those research, which we are actually, today there was a conversation about how we communicate these complex ideas, complex scientific information in a way that policymakers can help to change things. We will publish commentaries linked to research articles that will help to explain in a better way what the main findings will be. So we invite you to submit the best and still missing science in order to build a more resilient future and to make the place where we live a better place for us, but for the future generation as well. Thank you.